Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to new gameplay today. I am Alex Stadnik. I brought the best fire team with me. First off, you know him, you love him, you've seen him on Super Replay. Marcus Stewart.
Pew, pew, pew. It's me shooting my gun
Pew,
at
pew,
the
pew.
Xenos.
Oh, yes. And then, of course, GI's greatest video editor, the man, the myth, the legend, Alex Van Aken.
Hello, Alex.
Hello, Alex. How are you?
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me.
You are welcome. What incarnation are we playing, boys?
I'm glad you're here.
Well,
I can see you on my
looks like you're in a fire team of some sort. You guys might
Looks
be
like
hunting
there's
some
space
aliens.
game of some kind.
They look elite, too. Is this
They do look
Alien
elite.
Fireteam Elite? It is! Look at that!
Oh
They're
my gosh.
Xenos! Yeah! This is the 3-player co-op shooter that is set in the Alien universe. I think I read that it takes place after the original trilogies. If you care about the lore, what's going on here. And we got, as you can see at the bottom there, we got to go hands-on with it and do a little previewing.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Look at
And
those numbers.
yeah, there's a lot of numbers. I think I turned that on. I think that was a setting, and I was like, I'm gonna gamify this as much as I can. So, as you're currently watching it, I am playing as the demo class. So this is class based. Each class has has 2 different squad abilities. You can see in the bottom left there, they're highlighted in yellow. I think demos was probably my favorite. If you've played a shooter, you should have a grasp on what these like classes do. There's gunner, demolition, doc, and technician. Demo is definitely the tanky one, the one who can run in, and I had the most fun with their abilities, just because it's a fun excuse to blow the crap out of one of the most iconic monsters in fiction.
Yeah. Totally. And one thing I noticed, which is cool, is that so we played this together, but this is your footage of a match you played with just AI.
Yes.
And I like how the AI are like androids from like the canon.
Yeah.
Whereas when we played together, we were like humans. That's just like a fun little touch I just noticed.
Yeah.
Does that make it easier to stomach when they get like mauled to death? You're like, oh, well, they're not people.
I don't know, man. I was sad in Aliens when they died. But anyways, yeah, it's a nice little touch, and I do think there are nice touches of lore in this, because I mean, in our preview hands-on, right? There is story that links these missions. Like we do in what we have played, there are 3 levels in an overarching mission where you have to save a doctor on this ship, and each of it delves a little deeper into the story that they're telling in this, which is, I felt like it was minimal, and it's not why I came to this, even though like we talked about it off mic, but I love Alien and Aliens. It's pretty much stops there. I like Prometheus, but so it feels like there are some nice lore touches, and they've definitely done their homework for this. I can't speak to how quality of the story it's going to be, but there definitely is those lore touches in this.
Yeah. When we were playing, we noticed that there's a lot of scampering and vents.
Quite a bit.
They hit a lot of the alien hallmarks between that, you getting mauled to death there, as well as like just the little phrases that the guys will say, like, you know, it's a flesh wound, and you know, some of the cards that I guess we'll talk about later have like a game over reference. Like there's definitely a kind of like grab bag of alien hallmarks in this game.
Definitely. Yeah, and some of it comes off a little cheesy, but I think if you're a diehard and you can sit through the 4th Alien movie and still enjoy it, I think there's going to be stuff to like here.
Yeah, I mean, Alien and the series is campy, like, or at least at this point, it is. I feel like regarded as campy, and you know, this kind of is faithful to that tone. I feel like.
Yeah, definitely. Aliens is very much like the James Cameron movie plays into the more Bill Paxton, like game over, man, like that kind of vibe. But at least in the movies, like there was a serious tone too, which I think they do in this game, but you know, doesn't have my girl Sigourney Weaver in it, obviously, at least not yet. So
DLC, buddy.
Yeah, for real. And that is an interesting point. I am curious. So I only got to play through Alex, Marcus, and I played the first section of the overarching mission together, but there was more to play. I finished that first mission, but I am curious / anxious to see how much more there is content wise, because I mean, as humble viewer, as you can see here, it very much takes from. There are some similarities to something like Left 4 Dead, the PvE experience, right? Even the enemy types. There's a spitter, there's a boomer-esque one, there's a big daddy and the Xenomorph warrior. So it's not reinventing the wheel by any stretch, but I do think it does have some competent hallmarks going for it, and I've enjoyed experimenting with the different classes and figuring out what's best for my style.
For sure. Let me ask you some quick questions about Alien expectations. Like you mentioned before, they call it the defense. Does it hurt you when you touch their blood?
Yes, it does. Can it be an Alien thing without it hurting?
Yeah, that's good to know. I feel like it's an easy to overlook thing for Alien games,
right?
But it's always good to that little attention to detail. And have you ever been stabbed by their tails?
I don't think I did. Well, maybe when my first game, when I got killed by the big warrior one, I may have. But I can't remember.
He's a big guy.
Yeah,
we've seen him manhandle us many times.
Yes, he does. For those of you who are interested in this game and aren't necessarily wanting to play it with friends, or you don't know if you're gonna have friends who want to play it with you, the AI is actually pretty serviceable. I never found them to be that annoying, which I think is the best compliment you can pay AI at times, right? I think this is definitely going to be a game where it's more fun to play it with friends, but I think solo players, you're not going to be SOL, and the AI, while it's sometimes needing a little push in the right direction, will get you where you need to go.
Sweet, that's good to know.
Yeah. But so right now, and this also takes cues. We talked about Left 4 Dead. It also takes cues from, like horde modes that you've played before, like Gears and that kind of stuff. Right now, we're working through the station here, and we'll be, there's moments of those climactic, like final missions, right, where you have to crank the valve or open the door or fly out of here, and you're just like bombarded.
Wait for the elevator.
Yep, exactly. Yeah, and
you're just let the growl crank itself.
Yep. So sorry, go for it.
Oh no. I was gonna take us to another discussion about this game, Back 4 Blood coming out. Like, I feel like there's other strictly co-op shooters coming out that I'm not thinking of, but
Rainbow Six.
Yeah, yep. Rainbow Six. Extraction.
Yep. Good call.
It's interesting that we're getting all of these games again. Like the cycle of game genre popularity is like coming back, and like now this genre is under that banner
for sure.
Yeah. It's funny how that happens sometimes in media. Like, I feel like that happens in movies a lot too. There's always like the summers where like, oh, there's a lot of disaster movies this summer for some reason.
Right.
Like, everyone's at the same thought of like, what if we just made a movie about the planet getting blown up by a volcano?
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, there's 3 other ones of these.
Yeah. Huh. And they come out in the same year. Like, yeah. And I honestly, I'm here for it because I guess I don't know about you guys, but I love Left 4 Dead. I, especially in my older age of 27, I still love competitive shooters and whatnot. I know.
Shush yourself.
I know. I knew this. You and Marcus would take that the right way. But I'm not always down to get sweaty and go Game 7 in Warzone or Overwatch at all times. But I like playing with friends. So yeah. I'm definitely here for that renaissance. I would like to see more games of that.
Renaissance.
Yeah. Oh, that's a 4-letter word for you.
That's a $5 word right there.
Yeah.
So there are. Have we talked about the classes yet?
We did. A little bit. We talked about like the abilities. So demo. You're seeing. I'm launching shoulder rockets. What did y'all get to play? I forgot.
I played
as the gunner.
Yeah,
Okay.
you were the gunner. I was the technician, the tech person.
Yeah.
I could drop a turret, and I also had an electric grenade that was good for crowd control. And yeah, I enjoyed my class. It's pretty simple. Like, you drop, those two things. They're both on map to like the shoulder buttons. If you're playing the controller, they do their thing. You can collect the turret, which is nice when you're done with it. And yeah, it seemed like, I don't want to brag too much, but I think we did a good job working together.
Brag away.
Kind of complementing each other's abilities. And I'm not clear, Alex, can you only pick one of each class, or can you like double up on classes?
I did not get to test that out. I don't know. That's the only way I can answer that.
Fair.
But yeah, Alex, did you like gunner?
I did. Pretty straightforward. You had a overdrive ability that made you shoot faster and reload quicker, and then the grenade was very helpful during times of intense I guess onslaught of aliens.
Yeah.
During those tough Xeno moments.
Yeah.
Yeah. I kind of wish I had tried another class, because at times I felt it was a little bland personally.
For sure.
But you got what, four to choose from, I think.
Yep. Yeah, demo, gunner, technician, and doc. And then I got to play, I tried all of them. I would say doc was not necessarily my least favorite, but I didn't quite understand how the healing mechanism worked, because the doc, and it's in the name, right? It's the medic class. It can throw down this circle of healing that you can get into, and as you can see in the bottom right there, there's a timer going for when your abilities are available to you again, and that ability pops up. The healing ability pops up, but there's also a gauge on the right side of the screen that is the amount you can heal, and I didn't quite understand how that refilled. So I would say demo was, in the footage you're watching here, was the most fun. I thought the LMG I'm using right here absolutely shred, and especially with how physical and up close the Xenos get, I loved his ability to, do the AoE attacks and really push them away, and I enjoyed my time with demo, I think, the most.
Okay. That looks cool, though, when you shoot little rockets there. I like that.
Yeah.
That's satisfying.
Yes, it is. And especially when it is, it is the onslaught that you're seeing. It is nice. Oh, no, I picked the wrong footage. I wanted to show I was invincible.
You're all right.
Oh, well.
This is showing off how good your AI teammates are.
Exactly. See, I knew they would be there for me. And then also...
Gun messed up, AA Ron.
Yeah.
AI Ron?
Yeah.
Yes, perfect.
There we go. Also, quick point out. We're coming to the end of the video here, but I did want to point out that you can see my guns are purple. There is customization in this game. Pretty light in the preview build. I don't know how heavy they're going to go, or if they're going to do microtransactions or anything like that. But there's a slew of you can customize your armor, you can customize the gun skins, the helmet. There was a nice pair of aviator sunglasses, as I feel like every 80s movie probably needed. So there's also depth in the consumables that you can pick up and use. There's gun customization, so it's definitely, I guess I don't know if I want to call it a deeper experience, but it's more than just hitting start every game,
Right. Nice. So. This looks fun. I had fun playing it with you guys, like you said, in kind of that almost mindless way of just chilling out, having a good conversation about aliens with two dudes I like, and doing some bug hunting.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Obviously it's preview, but also we're getting close to release. This isn't doing anything crazy new, but I do think it is solid in its shooting mechanics, and I had fun in co-op. So, and for $40, I think that's a good not a bad ticket of entry. I think if it was $60, that makes a little bit of a difference. But I'm not here to tell you what to do with your money. Absolutely not.
I am.
Alex says, let's go home, shall we? Marcus, Mr. Van Aken, thank you so much for joining me. Aliens Fireteam Elite is out soon. I'm looking where Marcus, do you have that up?
Yes, I shall. Allow me to bail you out real quick.
Thank you.
It is August 24th.
Beautiful.
And it's coming to PlayStation consoles, Xbox consoles, and PC.
Yeah, which is where we played it here. I should quick add. We played it on PC here. So thanks. Be good to one another, and we'll see you next time. Bye.